So yesterday, LeBron on social media, he posted an Anthony Davis highlight video with a caption that reads, "Get it twisted if you want to. In due time, he'll remind you once again why he's him. And I can't wait for it to be unleashed." And then in other NBA news, later yesterday afternoon, the Mavs reportedly acquired Christian Wood from the Rockets in hopes of bringing in more support for Luka Doncic. Shannon, a lot going on here. Do you think LeBron's post will relight AD's fire?
No. Skip, look, I'm glad LeBron did this. LeBron is a great teammate. And LeBron did what a great teammate should do, is that support his teammate. Just like, I'm going to show you this clip of what Anthony Davis can do. LeBron, that's what's so frustrating. Everybody knows what the hell he can do. He just doesn't do it enough. That's the problem. I can show you a highlight where he's missed 76 of his last, of 182 games, he's missed 76 of those. I can show you that highlight when he's in street clothes. He's got on LV. He's got on D&G. He's got on Prada. I can show you those highlights also. That's what's frustrating about Anthony Davis. 6'10", can handle the ball, play both ends of the court. I don't see it enough on a nightly basis. Skip, 5 years ago, everybody to a GM would have taken Anthony Davis over Giannis Antetokounmpo. 5 years ago, everybody would have taken Anthony Davis over Nikola Jokic. 5 years ago. So here we are now. Two of those guys have won back-to-back MVPs. Tell me why in the hell Anthony Davis isn't an MVP?
Good question.
Self-motivation. I can motivate you with money. I can motivate you with fear. Those are temporary. The only thing that will last is self-motivation. Skip, yesterday it was 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I got a little gym in my garage. Skip, it's 100 plus degrees in there. I said, I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna burn me 400 calories. I get to 100, I'm dying, I'm dripping sweat. I can get off that bike and go.
How do you count them? Oh,
on the bike.
On the bike.
On the bike. I got an assault bike and I got a row machine.
All right.
Skip, I can get off that bike and take my butt in the air-conditioned home. Nobody will know the difference. But I'm a very self-motivated person. I'm a very driven person because I'm going to work my ass off when nobody else is watching but me. Anthony Davis, will you do that? But you talk, man, I ain't picked up a basketball since April 5th. Truth be told.
Yep.
LeBron James is already in the basketball. He's showing highlights of him. Man, I can't wait to start this back. 5 o'clock in the morning. I get it, LeBron. Support your guy. You should. But you should be more upset than me because you get an opportunity to see that up close and personal, what he can be, what he should be, but not nearly enough.
Okay, before I borrow back the word that LeBron took from me, my catchword unleash. Before I unleash, I got to slightly unleash here on LeBron's post. Doesn't he have an editor? Doesn't he have a social team?
No, I think he does.
I'm seeing more and more typos in here.
Yeah.
Come on, like 2 with an extra O on it, and then instead of in due time, it's I'm due to. It was just a typo. He's just going too fast.
Okay. Skip, you get excited. You want to get that out there.
Do I know?
No, but he definitely, no. I mean, when he tweets, that's coming straight from him.
Well, I think Brady's got a team.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
On this.
Or if he might, okay, guys, what you think about this? Make sure it's grammatically correct. But see, that takes the fun out. Skip, I mean, he's not like you. He ain't no columnist. He ain't no damn editor of the New York Times or the Washington Post. Man, tweet that and move it on.
Typo here or there. I'm going, especially during a game when I'm live tweeting.
And especially those letters are close together, like DNS or something.
Okay, I do love it that LeBron borrowed my catchword, unleashed. Now back to the essence of this, back to your diatribe against an Anthony Davis who you said yesterday you'd like to see him dealt. Get him out of here.
I mean, if they're going to trade somebody.
Yep.
I don't want to see LeBron because I believe you can put pieces around LeBron and you can contend for a title.
Okay. So your man, LeBron James, is flat out saying in due time, in due time, he will remind you once again why he's all caps him. Actually, grammatically would be he, but that's okay. We aren't going to go to English class here. But the point is why he's him. All caps with 3 exclamation points. Well, he used to be him, but he ain't anymore. It's been a while since we saw him, and yet LeBron handpicked him.
Right.
out of New Orleans. He got him out of there because he's a clutch client, and Rich Paul worked his magic, and up and out of New Orleans came Anthony Davis to the Lakers. And it worked. It worked one time.
Yeah.
And it's sort of Kyrie-esque that Kyrie got his ring, and then Kyrie, I don't think his passion, I think it waned. I don't think he really cares that much about basketball anymore. And I could suggest the same thing is operating under the surface for Anthony Davis.
Right.
He got a ring. He was instrumental in the winning of that ring, and he knows it, and the world knows it. And it's starting to feel a little semi-retired for Anthony Davis, where does he play with his knick-knack injuries? Does he try to come back as soon as he can, or does he wait? Does he linger? Because the injuries seem to linger. Maybe he's just one of those guys, as the Dallas Cowboys used to say back in the 80s when I covered him, he's just brittle. Maybe he's just one of those guys who just stays nicked. It's never hurt, it's just nicked. There's always something going on with him. And it completely undercuts his value because he's just not available enough for LeBron at this stage and age to help LeBron. He needs a co-star, right? In fact, last year, going into the year, you thought LeBron didn't need a co-star. He needed an alpha. He needed a one. He needed somebody to rise above and take the team over so that LeBron could go along for the ride a little more than he has in the past.
You think so?
No, that's what you thought. You thought it was AD's year to take over?
Yes, I know. Because, Skip, I thought because I saw the way AD played in that championship season, he led the team in scoring.
I got it.
And LeBron was cool with that. LeBron was 25, 10, and 8, and it was great. But the question is that the expectations, are the weight of the expectations too heavy a load for Anthony Davis' shoulders to bear? Skip, the video that LeBron showed is absolutely why everybody is so upset in Lakerland. They see what he can do.
Absolutely.
You remember the first 2 games he came back? He gave it to Joel Embiid.
He did.
Gave it to, I think he played Giannis or some other big. Put work in. In the next game, he scored 12 points. In the next game, he had 5 rebounds.
If you can go to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and give it to Joel on his home court, and he did. He flat out outplayed him in every way, shape, and form that night.
Right.
And it was an indictment of what you don't see enough of from this man.
That's my only point.
Yep.
I'm not saying Anthony Davis is a bum because I know he's not. But I don't see that highlight. I need to see that. That needs to be game, not just highlights. I need to see more of that from Anthony Davis because I know he can play both ends of the court.
I agree. And now for the painful irony of LeBron's post of yesterday, just a couple of hours later, news drops in Dallas. They have acquired Christian Wood. I've come to like Christian Wood a lot because the last 2 years he averaged 19 and 10 for the lowly Houston Rockets. Right. Christian Wood out of UNLV went undrafted. And all of a sudden, at age 26, he somehow has flowered into a pretty good player. I'm not saying he's a world changer.
Well, he's better than what they gave up to get him.
They basically just gave up the 26th overall pick.
And Boban and threw in some other pieces.
Threw in those expiring contracts. They're all expiring contracts, okay? So, obviously, Houston wants to just go young, and that Şengün, he's impressing me also. So they said, we need to open up time for him. So Christian Wood was somewhat expendable. Well, was this not just what the doctor ordered for the Dallas Mavericks and Luka? Because you kept saying all through the Golden State series, they just don't have a big.
Yeah, they need a big.
Well, okay, he's not the biggest big because he's only 6'10", but he plays bigger than 6'10".
Right. He can give them scoring down on the block, but he's more like a stretch, Skip. But I think the biggest key was that they got a guy that was a double-double guy, but you keep Hardaway Jr., you keep Finney-Smith, you kept Bullock, you kept a lot of those pieces.
You kept all your pieces.
Right.
And you kept your big guys in place, but you added the biggest guy.
Right.
This feels like a final piece to a puzzle that could get you to the, who knows?
Well, they got to the Western Conference Final
They
last
already
year.
did.
I don't know if Christian Wood is necessarily what they need to get them over the hump.
I don't know. He's pretty good and the perfect fit for this team. He's going to give them a little more than they had in the post.
I just need to see Anthony Davis from year one at the Lakers.
Okay.
I need to see that guy.
My point is, I think Dallas got, I'll give you a little better, but they just got a little better. Well, it seems like everybody's going to get a little better, and the West doesn't get any easier.
Exactly.
And the Lakers don't get better.
And guess what? The Nuggets are going to get Jamal Murray back.
They will.
They're going to get Michael Porter Jr. back.
They should.
Dame Lillard is coming back. Now, can they get another piece to go with him?
Maybe.
Golden State, last I checked, Golden State, those guys are coming back. And Kuminga has a year under his belt. Wiseman's going to come back.
He should.
Moody's going to be back with a year up under his
pretty
belt.
Good. I agree.
Phoenix, we're going to see what
And
Phoenix does.
Jordan Poole looks like he could be another Steph-like player.
We don't know what's going to happen with Phoenix yet, with DeAndre Ayton.
No, I think he's going to be dealt.
But
I think he and the coach
it's going
have fallen
to
completely
be a sign and trade.
Yep.
The Pelicans.
Speaking of, Jen, yep, they're on the rise.
Thank you for watching. You can subscribe here to get the latest from the show, and be sure to check out more of the best clips from Undisputed, or go watch a few other segments from our other shows on FS1.